Zup, I'm here to talk about the Naruto Rewrite series by Dygo Knight. It's basically a suggestion on a topic that a lot of people, including myself, think it's a problem in the Naruto series, which is the power creep uh, topic. Dygo himself doesn't think it's that bad, but I believe he does. He will agree that it can be something that can be improved. There are there are actually two topics that I want to talk about. The first one, I mean, I know there's a lot of people that are not happy with both the original and what he did on the Rewrite series, which is the Tenchi Bridge arc. You know, because like Sasuke defeating five tails Naruto is, I think, something that bothered a lot of people, including myself. But anyway, I wanna say so that the arc, I'm gonna give Digo credit for fixing a couple of things, like the characters acting out of character in that arc, like Sasuke wanting to kill Naruto and Kabuto and Orochimaru not wanting to get rid of the enemies. That's something that he did pretty good. But to be fair, I think that arc is it like the concept of that arc is flawed. Like this story shifting from focusing on the characters, progression, evolution, for them to go after Sasuke, I think it's a bad idea in itself. So I think it's hard to fix something that the main concept it's flawed. For people that are listening, that watch the Herite series, I have my own. Since the idea of that is to be a correction, like a type of head canon on what is being done. I have a suggestion for people that are watching and are not really happy on what happened. Is to really either like ignore that arc because of these reasons that I talked about, or the arc would, it would stop at after Orochimaru and Four Tails Naruto fight. Like they have to retreat because the transformation still hurt Naruto really bad, even with Yamato there, and they had to retreat or something. I know this may cause a bit of a problem in an idea that the show tried to pass us on, which is the fact that Sasuke is like really above the level of Naruto and Sakura. But I think there's a way of you to still gives this idea to pass this idea to the audience without then really directly fighting conflicting. And it's something that curiously already kinda happens in the original story, which is through a common enemy. That enemy in this case being Deidara. Um, we do see Naruto and Kakashi fighting Deidara, mainly Kakashi. Like Deidara states that Naruto is not really a problem. The problem's Kakashi, and Sasuke faces Deidara. I think you can imagine Deidara for some reason, maybe because of their similar age, like that Naruto. It's not despite despite the age of them being very similar. Like Naruto was not a problem to him, but Sasuke is. Like he remembered. Oh, the Nine Tails Jinchuriki kid. It didn't give me much trouble, and this kid here, Sasuke in this case, he's like he must be his age, and he's giving me a lot of trouble. It seems that I am fighting Sharingan Kakashi and not just a kid. I think this is something that can be done to still portray this idea without them directly conflicting. I know, like Digo think it's unclimatic for them to not show that fight, but I think that fight can be shown in a whole another section of parts in the story, and not really there. I think it really hurts the show. And um, in the next topic that I will talk, it might be a problem that Sasuke is able to defeat Five Tails Naruto. But anyway, I'm gonna get to the topic of the video title, which is the power creep in the series. Dygo himself doesn't think it's that bad, but I think he would agree that it's something that can be improved on the rewrite. And I think like pain should be one of the highest milestones in the series. It was for a long time, and then we got a lot of another level of power with Madara and stuff. But I think there's a simple way of fixing that, really, which is having like Konoha actually giving some resistance to pain, you know? Like we get on the seventh opening of the Naruto Shippuden anime. Like we get a little tease of Konoha fighting him, but we really didn't get that. Outside of like Ibiki and Kakashi, you know, they are I think the two that put some kind of resistance to pain, but the rest of the villagers just get plumbered down by pain. Like we can have a couple of characters fighting him, fighting the paths of pain, you know. Sakura, Hinata. We can have like Kiba and the Shino and his clan fighting some paths and or Kon or whatever. I think this is a good way of giving characters a couple of good fights and Naruto, so Naruto doesn't have to beat all of the paths of pain by himself. Which this I think fixes fixes a lot of problems with power creep, because if Naruto doesn't defeat pain like all the paths by himself, then there's really no need for the subsequent enemies to be stronger than pain. And if they are stronger than pain, they don't need to be as much stronger as they were in the original story, like Madara, for example. Naruto would still need to grind to get to a pain level because he didn't defeat it then all by himself. And so you could have like a three or four paths of pain left for Naruto to defeat, you know, like the Konoha could take care of some. And this part here is more of a me take, in my opinion. I really don't like this bringing back slash regenerating abilities. I think they are really cheap and abusable. So I would personally rework the path of pain that can bring the other paths alive. But if I understand if you don't want to go that route, you can just make so that he is defeated. So that's why Nagato cannot bring the other paths back to life. Also, I have a feeling that Digo himself might already be thinking about something like this, because there's a lot of characters that are more powerful and have more feats than their original counterparts, like Sakura, Hinata, and Kakashi. So that might be something that he's already thinking of. But anyway, I wanted to get this out. I think that's all. What I want to talk about is just really a suggestion. About the rewriter, it's pretty good. Myself and I know a lot of other people are enjoying it. And hey, if you don't know it, just search for it. I'm gonna leave it in the description for you to check it out. And if you watch it, if you know it, please go give your view and like, so Diego can keep the series going, because I know it doesn't do as well as his other videos. And I would like give a suggestion for him to open a Patreon or something, so this making those series is viable for him, like $5 or $10 or whatever. And you can keep going the series, and people can, like, if you give $5 you're helping the series. If you give $10 you can have access to the video a week earlier than the normal public or something like that. Just a suggestion, really. Keep going, and for if you listen, if you agree on what I saying, please feel free to comment in the comment section below. If you don't agree, but at least if you think if my idea is it's interesting, also be respectful, and you can write down in the comments. Also, I wanna apologize for the lack of proper editing here. There will be no editing at all. I don't really have a lot of time to do this, and I don't really have a hard script here. I noted down the topics that I wanted to go over and went over them. By the way, I know this is kind of it's self-promoting, but hey, if I don't promote myself, who's going to? I produce music as a hobby, and I gonna leave the links to my music channel and my Spotify artist page for you to check it out. This style is like a rock, trip hop, electronic, synth, amalgamation of those styles of music into a one thing. So if you would like to check that out, we're gonna also leave in the comment section below in the fixed comment. That's all for today. I really didn't feel the need to create just a new channel just to upload this video, so I'm uploading here in my personal channel. I upload a couple of things, mainly boss fights of games that I play. Thank you for listening. Cheers.